Hi everybody, Karun is here. You are on my Armenian Duduk channel. Welcome back. In this video I will show you what to do if you have got a sharper reed. Let's say you have an A Duduk in the key of A, and you got a reed something like this, which actually looks like a normal A Duduk reed for me. Today suddenly I found again this reed and I tried it on the Duduk in A, and I realized, okay, it's not suitable. It's not suitable. Then I took the Duduk in B flat and I tried it on B flat, and I realized it's also too sharp even for B flat. And then after that I took the Duduk in B natural, or H as Armenian makers stamp it sometimes, and on the Duduk in B natural suddenly the tuning was completely nice. So on that day when I bought all those reeds from Arman, I had a little bit this suspicious feeling that that reed, even looking like a normal A size reed, was a little bit maybe too narrow here from the sides. Maybe it was like B flat. That's why I put on it B and A. So B/A, which means for me it's rather B than A. Yeah, and if I fix it by putting on more strings, then most probably I get an A. Then I can also use it on two of my keys. But today, as I said already, I tried, and it's not matching with A, it's not matching with B flat, it's just matching with H, with B natural. What means if you have a sharper reed? That means if you close 6 playing holes or 5 playing holes by 5, so you have to get the B note. If you are too sharp, that means you are sharper than 20 cents. So you are plus 30, or you are plus 40, or you are plus 50. That means you are too sharp. If it would be like plus 10 or maybe even plus 20, I would say I'm fine with that, because I'm not the one who plays with other people. It's just very exceptional for me when I go to recording studio, or I play with another instruments, or I play with another people live, something like that. It's very, very exceptional. So mostly I can just make sharper my drone in the application I'm using on the phone, which is eSocrates Piano on my Android phone. And then I just play solo. I play the same things, just 10 or 20 cents sharper, which is alright. I'm just looking at the how the lips of the reed are open. If the opening is okay, it's like the okay opening. So I'm not trying to fix the reed so that it's completely on the level of B on 5 fingers, it's just, I just don't need it. And if exceptionally I need this to be completely in tune, like playing with some other instruments, then only I can just fix it completely, put on more strings, and then I'm fine. But 20 cents plus 20, it's okay for me. But if it is plus 40 or even plus 30 or even plus 50, so it must be fixed anyway. So let's check. Now I will play just a note of B in my application. 5 fingers. You see, I'm much sharper. B, and then I try plus 10, plus 20, 30, 40. Yeah, I am B plus 40. Plus 40 is too sharp. What can I do in this case? Either I can make some fun exercise, like a level up exercise for your practice, when you can, let's say, take some well-known scale of yours. Let's say one of the scales, Eastern scales, Sigya, you can take, and you can start playing it from the half tone. So the key note you will start playing from will be the half one, which makes the whole scale like interesting. And if you can calculate all the notes like this in your mind, then practicing like this, kind of coming out of the comfort zone, you will start feeling your instrument better. You know, you start knowing the notes better and stuff like this. It's kind of a fun exercise, not for everyone, but you can try doing this before we start putting on strings. Just what are the options you can do with this reed? So I put the B normal, yeah, natural, without plus 40. So, and now we are 2 sharp. So I can put a finger here. Kind of automatically I am playing the Segya scale. So you can go to my lesson about Segya and watch it. Like that, you can practice actually any scale, starting from coming out of your comfort zone and playing from the half note. Imagine how difficult it is. What is the second option? I would say, if you have a sharper reed, maybe it's a sign of universe, and it's the right time for you to buy another key of Duduk. Why not? So if you feel it's definitely not the reed for an A Duduk, maybe it's for B flat or even for B natural, and it's always nice. I'm telling you seriously, it's always nice to have a couple of other keys of Duduk, because sometimes we just feel with one key only, maybe we can just start feeling burned out or something, like demotivated, or you just need some inspiration, something like this. You want a fresher sound, and the reed is anyway sharper, so maybe you just buy a sharper key like B flat. Now I will show you what is. So I put here B. That means it could be like good with B flat. I will put the note of C. That means 5 fingers on B flat Duduk. We have the note of C. Must be C, you know. If it is this sharper reed is for B flat, which is like logical to imagine. Still, I'm too sharp. You see. Again, I have to put the finger here. The 6th finger I have to put here on the half tone. Again, the situation is the same as with the key of A. It means still. It was sold to me as A, and now I'm realizing it's not even for B flat. So I'm taking my B natural, which means H. 5 fingers on H Duduk, we have C sharp note. And I'm putting C, C sharp in my application, starting from 5 fingers. I am getting exactly the C sharp note on 5 fingers close. That means this reed right now is matching with the Duduk in B natural. It means with H Duduk, which makes the situation even more interesting. I can, without doing anything at all, I can just use this reed with H Duduk and avoid doing anything else. But if I strongly need it for the key of A and I don't want to buy the H Duduk, I'm not inspired to do this, or I don't have money or whatever, I have to do something with it. And for this we will put more strings on the Duduk. So for to at least bring it to the level of plus 20, plus 10, or even just to the natural B. No? Yeah. And for this I will take just normal strings. This I got from my mother here, and these are cotton strings, very thin, as I'm trying to pull them. It's alright, it's alright. You can just take thinner one or thicker one, doesn't matter that much in this case. And I will take my reed, and what I do is I'm using the technique the fishermen use when they have to tie a new fishing hook on the line. the fishing line, you know. And for this, we are making just a little, let's say, loop, or how you say, loop or curve of the string, like that. So that one end is hanging here, and then another end is here, you know, like that. So I'm putting it here on my finger, like that, or on the index finger, and then I'm putting the thumb on the top of this loop here. So it is like this loop. And then I put it on the top of the reed, somewhere here on the strings, on the top of the strings, so that this curve is here, just above the strings, you see? Here. And then I will use it later after we have finished this work of putting strings, and I will show you what to do as a next step. So one piece of the string is just here hanging, and I'm holding index finger on the loop here in the middle, and then I start slowly, I start taking the long end of the string, I start rolling it around the reed like this. So why are we doing that? It will bring the tuning down, to make the reed flatter, so that the reed is not going anymore that deep into the throat of the duduk, and that it will make the tuning flatter. I'm just rolling it like that, see? Just checking sometimes, so that nothing is loose, everything is tight and nice. And of course, the thinner the strings are, the more time it will take. Sometimes people just take thicker strings, and then it goes really fast. I don't know how much I have to roll around. It's just intuitively. Let's say it's enough for now, so we can test. We can finally test. Here I have one of the ends. You know, this is the tail, the first one we put, and then this is the last one. And this last one, the one we rolled around, I am pulling through this loop here. Like that, you see? Then I do like this, holding it, and then I take this one, the first one, and I'm pulling it out. Like that, so that the note goes into the middle, it goes just underneath, like that. So you are pulling it out like that, this lower one, you're pulling it out, and then you feel okay, now it stopped. So the note is somewhere in the middle, like that. Now you can just take scissors or something, like, and you cut both of the ends. And now we will check the tuning. First, again, I will check with the duduk in A, then I will check B flat, and then I will check again the B natural. Now the reed is not that deep in the duduk inside of the throat, so it's a little bit outside because of the extra strings. I will try to make the same opening of the reed, of the lips, so that it's comfortable for me and not too wide open, because if I make it really wide open, then I am on the note, but then the sound will be too airy and I will be not able to play it really. So I have to really bring the opening on my comfortable position, and then I'm again sharper, you see. So I'm not sharp, I'm not flat enough. With what I've done, I'm not flat enough on the A duduk. Let's try the B one. So on B1 we were also on like plus 40 cents, I guess, or 30, or maybe also the same 40 as on A. Let's say the note of C. Let's try the note of C. Still we are sharper even on the B flat. After putting so many strings, we're still sharper, but not that much. Yeah, not that much. Almost there. I will make it sharper, maybe 20 cents. Let's see. Yeah, so now it's 20 cents sharper. So before, I guess it was plus 40. Now is only plus 20, and for me, I'm fine with that. I would keep it like that for me. So that means I am plus 20 on B flat duduk. So I will, anytime I will play for myself, I will play the B flat duduk. I will just take that reed and play it and make the drone 20 cents sharper and play any composition with that one. But if I need to play with other instruments, as I told you, I put more strings on top of these ones, and then I will get will be really on the note. What happened actually now to the B natural or H duduk? If I try to play C sharp on it, can I still do it or not after putting strings? So now it's C sharp, and you see the strings are here, so not that deep anymore in the duduk. And now I'm flatter, you see? In the key of B natural or H, I am too flat. That means we did some work. We fixed a little bit, and if you want to fix it more, up to the natural level of the note, we have to take more strings and do it again. And again, I am taking the string, making this curve like that between my fingers, index finger and thumb, putting on the reed, holding with my, so I'm right hand person, so I'm holding it with my left thumb now, and then this one is hanging, and then I am rolling the strings again around the reed. Now it has become thicker altogether, and I will try to do an A. Note of B, 5 fingers. You see how much outside of the duduk is the reed now. Now it's exactly on the note, but the opening of the lips, of the reed lips, is a little bit too wide for me, I would say. I still can play it, but I would probably use this reed more for the B flat duduk. Still, I can use it now for both, I'm sure, but for B flat it will be more comfortable. Comfortable on the duduk in B flat. Now you have seen how to put on more strings, how to make the reed flatter. Sometimes it works perfectly, sometimes it still doesn't work, and sometimes you make the reed much flatter, and then you are very good on the higher notes, but you are not that much in tune on the lower notes, so because the balance was broken. It was Karuna. See you guys again. Thank you for watching.